are live. Alright, welcome in everybody, welcome in. It has been, yeah. So, last, I don't want to say episode, stream, we started building Ivy Peak and downtown Ivy Peak. And we're currently losing, $5,000 an hour with the main drag right here. Now, in all honesty, I like this. But let's look to move out to my little farm area out here. I mean, we might still, take care of stuff over here. What the hell? Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on with my... It says I'm live, but it doesn't actually show me being live. Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's do that. That. There we go. Alright, now we're back. Now we're back and now we're good. So, where's my tea? Today's plan is going to be one of two things. I want to start a little community out here. I don't know exactly where at though, but I also want to continue doing suburban spread here. We have this business out here that needs more employees. It's 9 o'clock. My bad, guys. Hold on. You would have thought I would have taken care of this before I punched in. Or before I started live. That's kind of partially why I pushed it back to 9 a.m. But I also want to plan out. Because we have these little suburban streets out here. And I want to go into Road Builder and manage and discover roads. Apparently, I don't have any roads. I know I did. I don't know where they're at. Because I had, like that, EU very small road. I'm going to download that. Let's take the suburban 2-lane. And I want the 4-lane with central train tracks for a later project. Downtown core. Bus lanes? I'm gonna look at that road too. But let's see. Trim Avenue, Urban 3-way highway. Actually, I like that. Two-lane road, suburban. I think I have that one already. Two-lane rural road. I want to download that. Can I look up TDW? Alright. Boom. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just going to mute up. Alright, guys, so we are back. I apologize for that. Family called, their vehicle broke down. I had to talk them through something. So, what I want to do... Small cul-de-sac with a tree. What's that look like? Okay, alright. So this is going to be a little sprawled out suburban neighborhood. We're going to have, you know, little roads coming off. I actually like this road more so than the other one. I honestly forgot I had Road Builder. And we're going to put that there. You know what? Can I unlock... What are the cul-de-sacs under? Are they under roundabouts? They are. Large cul-de-sac with tree. I like that one better. What's that do to that? That does that to that. I'm okay with that. So, we're going to build out the rest of this suburban little neighborhood here. I'm going to leave it on pause. No, I'm not. I'm just going to let simulation play. Actually, I'm going to pause it for a second. I got to find my schools. Alright, here's one. Ooh. Parking. Nope, that's the medical clinic. Where's the high school? 191 out of 1750. We might actually have to look at putting an addition onto this. And I just realized Wood Street's crooked. And I don't know if that's going to annoy me or not. So, give me a name for this area right here. God, I start talking and everybody leaves. Let's back this road off. Give me this. Give me this. We're going to bring that road out to there. Let's bring this road out. Let's bring it out to there. I'm not going to add anything to that road. Let's bring you up. I gotta check guidelines off. Hold on. To there. Can I get one? No, that's going to be too close. Let's just do it this way. To there. Do I really want things coming off of... Let's just run that down to there. I really don't want too many things coming off of that. Let me just get rid of this. Boom. Look, done. Very large cul-de-sac. Boom. Ooh. Boom. We'll do a medium for that one. And I think what we'll do is... Pathways. Pathways. I think what we're going to do is run that there so that has that. Run that. Do that. Do that. If I delete that, does that still give me... It does. Okay. So, let's get some of these houses zoned up. I think we're using the southwest. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And I think what we'll do is we'll come in here and do that. But that went to that side street. Alright, whatever. And we'll do that and just let that grow in. Little 2x2 there. Do that. Now, let's get rid of that and that. So, we do have transportation. We have parks. Speaking of parks, let's get some in here. Because... I don't think we have any, do we? Yeah, we do. I want the playground. Where's the playground? Why is it? That's weird. Now, I do believe I can come. Nope, that's not it. Yeah. Connect that in. Does that connect? I can't see. I think that connected. That did connect. Okay. And then we'll run this down. To there. We'll bring the pathway out. Actually, that shut all these off. Except for angle. Connect that in like that. And then what we'll do is zone that up like that. Just let whatever grow. What else did I use? Hold on, I gotta come over here a second. UK I don't want the detached. What's the other one? EU waterfront. UK low density detached housing. Yeah, I want the detached housing. So we'll come over here. And which one's detached? We'll do that. And then just fill in that bucket. We'll take care of the internet and everything like that here in a few minutes. I know they're upset about it. Wait, what are they upset about? High taxes and unreliable internet service. Because I want to use... I know this sounds crazy. I want to use these for, like, along the highway type of a deal. You know, yeah, you have, like, that cell service. No, that one's better. There's no reason to not use the JP radio mast. Huh. Alright, we'll figure that out then. Let's continue with these roads. We'll do that. Bring you up to like that. Bring you down like that. And I think we're just going to throw the medium on. And then boom, 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 boom. So what we're going to do is essentially shut that off, cut it there. There we go. And you take it off of that. And then take it off of that. That one worked out. So we're just going to fill in around those for now. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I might have to figure this out. Give me the zoning. I feel like that's going to be a wasted space. Go like that. Go 3 deep there. 4 deep there. It's probably going to take care of that. So now we need to come back over here. And let's get medium density. I don't know which ones I want to use. Oh my god, people. everybody. Alright, so right there. That's about the end of it. I'm just going to put that road in. That's not... I want that road to come off there. I'm going to delete that road, and that. Give me this. Man. Do that. Delete that road out. Can I have my road tool? I mean, obviously the grids aren't lining up. What the hell? Alright, you know what? I don't care. I want my grids to kind of line up. This is really annoying. Come out at a 90. 180. Now that has no pedestrian access, because, you know, why would it? Boom. Done. Fixed. Alright, let's check the school. 8:26. My cat is being annoying again this morning. So I think with this... Can you two stop it? I think with this, we'll just grid it out. And we'll do that. And then what we'll do is just this. We'll let that grow in, do whatever it needs to do, and we're going to move on. We got to take care of some offices, which my main drag is there. You know what? I almost might just add coming off of here, that. And then I need to unlock highways. Hold on. Let's go see what we can unlock. So let's get highways. Boom. Let's get the welfare office. Park maintenance. Let's get the telecom tower. Let's get the crematorium, because I'm going to want them down the road. And let's get the college. You know what? I think we'll get a gas power plant. Maybe we'll start producing our own electric. Because, as of right now, I'm importing apparently 10 watts. I mean, service upkeep's are $400,000. Well, I'm paying $74,000 a month for. Huh. How do I actually get the subsidies? Let's do that and make sure we're not getting... charge them for that. And what do we want for transportation? I'm thinking trams. I want trams. So, highways, let's go here. And we can do that. And then we need to come in, lane connector tool. You are not making that left. You are not making that left. It's literally straighten on. Remove unsafe, remove U-turns. I want dedicated lanes. That's what we got. And we'll leave traffic lights on just because we can. This is... That's zonable road. Is it? Yeah, that's just regular road. So then we'll come down. And do that. And we'll do that. And then what we can do, lane connector tool. Remove unsafe. No reason for you to be making a left. Is it still making a left? I don't need that. I don't need that. Now it's dedicated lanes. You know, is there a 3-in-1? 4-lane. Straight on. I mean, we could do that. Let's see how this works. And if we have to, we'll go flip it over to the 4-in-1. So, let's look at education. Well, first off, let's look at the job market. Unemployment is apparently 43%. Why? Because there's no jobs. Okay then. So then let's look at education here. We got 158 eligible for college. So I think what we need to do is we need to place more office zoning. I mean, there's a little spot. Right there for that. I'm just going to take out a business. That's one. So let's pause, delete. And then we'll replace it with that. Let that zone in. We're going to let that zone in. I think what we'll do is we'll run a path. Stop to the side of the buildings. We'll do that. Just to make this area more friendlier to walk. Do that, and then what we're going to do is come in, actually do that. What is up with these houses? I fixed them all. It's almost like they're too far back from the street. Anybody else gonna argue and complain? Funny thing is, I zoned them in. They're not even plopped. That neighborhood's filling out. Alright, so let's come up here to our little industrial park. I think what we're gonna do, I don't want to buy this. I don't want to buy that whole square though. I mean, that works. That's a dirt road. Alright, traffic's still a thing here. Oops. Wait, why is there a traffic light there? Shut that traffic light off. That should just keep moving. But I think what we're going to do is 5-lane. That should be a 3 and a 2. Boom. And then I think what we can do... Alright, let's leave it... Oh, pause. Oh, Alright, hold on. Roads, large roads, unlock. I see what I did. I screwed up. I need... Am I just gonna have to go road builder? I think I'm just gonna have to go road builder. Alright, so do that. Place that down. Actually, you know what? Delete that. Roads. Boom. Road builder. Alright. So what I need is another car. So that is now 5-lane divided. Asymmetric 5-lane. Asym 5-lane. Now how do I save it? Now how do I save it? Asym 5-lane. Okay. Asymmetric 5-lane replace. Boom. Let's turn anarchy on for this. Do that. Do that. Okay, there's that. Now if I push play, does that take care of the sewer problem? Yes. Okay. Now, lane connector tool. Remove all connections. there. You can go there or there. Actually, you can also go... Okay. You can go there or there. There or there. And you can go... there. Actually, let's remove it off of that one. You can come around to there. You can go there or there. And you can go right. You can go left. There or there. And you can go right. Now, everybody should have dedicated turn lanes. Now, if I might just come here. You can also go up to there. Let's go priorities. They have priority. And they have priority. I wish I could get them to stop sitting in the middle of the lane. I'm hoping if I give them priority, they'll just keep going through. Let's speed this up and watch this for a second. Look at that. Gone. Traffic done. I like it. Alright, so let's work on next. I want to get a little transport hub set up here. And I think the tram line is going to go down Willow Street. I don't know how I want to do this. Downtown Ivy Peak. Actually, I might just take this zone out and expand Ivy Peak over it. Alright. First and foremost, I don't want education and research. I want police, administration. Ooh, I didn't realize. I forgot we had. Let's get rid of this menu. That's too small. That's too small. That's way too small. What the hell is that? That's a roar. Is that the original one? That is the original one. I'm kind of liking this one, though. Kind of liking this one, though. Let's look at citizen well-being. Administration. Citizen well-being. I mean, there's definitely a lot of wretched. Alright. So we're going to pause for a second. And I think what we're going to do... What is it? That's 34 people in it. We're going to rework Downtown Ivy. And then we can suburban sprawl around it. But if we look at it this way... I think I want that building Snap the road. I want to place that right about there. Now I want to go tram depot. Is that a main junction? No, it's not. I mean, it is. So if I place you here, let's buy that tile, and that tile. Don't really have the money for it, but that's a fire station. What I want to do is move shit. That to like that. I think what we're going to do is delete that. No, what is that building? That's the police station. That's the fire station. Well, for right now, that's that. No. Let's move this. I want it to snap to that road. Damn it. Alright, hold on. Snap. Alright, I gotta turn the snap keys off. Look, it's actually the right way. Is it? Place you there. I mean, it's somewhat still connected. And then let's come here. Let's grab the EE. This is going to come across. Let's connect that to that. We can do that. I don't like that. You know what, though? It's only going to be smaller traffic coming back there. Question is, can I do this and still maintain connection? No. What if I do that? And then this road can go like that. No, you need that too. Shit. Man. I mean, I could move it forward. Alright, you know what? Delete that. Delete wood lane. Delete that connection, that connection. close does it have to be to stop that complaint? If I back this off. Okay. So now if I bring this road out and over, that is crooked. Alright, hold on. We got this. We figured it out. Yes. Down. Why is that so wiggly? Fine. Just get rid of that altogether.
Keep it tuned right here, everybody. This is your host, Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Boom. Done. Now what we can do is with the surface area tool,
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up
we can
promises to
drag that out like that. Drag that out like that. Make that look like it's still connected. Boom. Okay, so this is working. So if we bring this down, have it go right, take Willow down to Elizabeth, Elizabeth the King, King back to Oak, and come down Summit. That sounds like a plan. Come here, two-way tram track. This all the way down to Elizabeth. There you go. Now let's get tram stops. Actually, you know what we could do? Can't do that road. Okay, can I replace it with this and still have it look okay? Because what I want is I'm going to put one there and there. It's going to come up, around. I want to look at this because I don't want to stick it in front of. Get one there and there. Have it come up. It's going to swing around here. We'll get one here and here. Have it come down. I'm going to place it there and there. Have it come down around. There and there. Come out to King Street, where we'll put one there. And then this open field here. Say here and here. So out, around. That stop might be a little bit too close together. Complete route. And I'm just going to go this way. Complete route. And then what we're going to do, tram line 1, Ivy, Peak, clockwise, Ivy, Peak, counterclockwise, and then I need to go, how do I view it? Look. I'm only going to put 2 on that one. We'll put in the tram. And then for the clockwise, it needs 2. We'll have 1. Do we want to go red? Let's go blue. Take it all the way blue. And then the counterclockwise, I think what we'll do is we'll give it the blue, but we'll give it a lighter shade. Actually, let's go a little bit darker like that. There you go. And this has 10, so 2 and 2 is... Alright, we can rerun the simulation. So now that's got, hold on, because good enough. '90s there, 180 is there, and then we're going to build this area up. Don't forget we need police back in here and fire services. So let's run this road down. Wow, that actually fits in there really freaking well. Let's run that to there. 90 and 90 go there. 90 and 180 is there. Nope. That's where I screwed that up at. Can I have these back? Do 180 to there. Delete that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to use the regular in-game stuff. No left. And no left. And I think what we can do is what we'll do is a jug handle. Actually, I think what we can do is the highway ramp. No, I don't like that. Hold on. Delete that. Give me this, give me this, give me this. Replace. That. Actually. That. And then when I want to go highway. By 27. 27 by 26. 41. And straight in. Now, no left, no right. Alright, fine. This is how it's going to be. You're not going that way, and you're not going that way. There's no reason for you to go that way. Actually, if we're going to put a traffic light on there, that's fine. And then what we can do is turn on snap to existing. Boom. And I think I got to redo this now. Lane connector tool. I do. No. No. Also remove unsafe. Also remove U-turns. Boom. Done. And now shut the traffic lights off there. That should just keep going. But let's also make sure, lane connector tool, remove unsafe, and remove U-turns. There we go. We put the jug handle in. That across. This is going to be downtown. We might actually bring the tram line through here. We're just going to run it straight across from here. Let's do one-way road with parking. Do that, because then what we can do, we can run simulation. We can unpause. Actually, is there a difference? Yeah, there's a difference. If I do that, that. And I think what we're going to do, I know this sounds crazy, but we're going to delete everything up through here. That's going to put a lot of homeless. And I think for now, I do that, it gives a 2-block gap. So what I need to do is delete that for now. Can I have my path back? For now, let's run that up there. Actually, you know what?
Hi, listeners. You tuned to
Nah,
the best
de-zone all
tunes of
this.
town with me, Liz Peterson.
De-zone all that. Hit play. Let that all grow in.
Fun facts about the greatest composers of all time. Did you know that Mozart loved playing pranks on people? He even created a piece titled Musical Joke. where
And do a
the
little
listeners
corner office
were
there.
playing out of tune. Isn't that cool? You're listening to that Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Do that.
A housing shortage is driving up
Aha.
prices in the area.
Boom. And now... Oh, wait, we have mixed housing. Oh, that changes everything.
A housing shortage
That changes everything.
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological structures, which are in time rewards employment. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor.
D-zone. Actually, no, don't D-zone.
Matrix, perhaps? Yes.
So let's go that.
But what we are
That.
discussing is the study of a statistical
Southwest mix.
abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you.
Do that.
It is a question
Nope.
of
I didn't want to do that.
The leader
Actually-
of the City Services Division is with us in the studio today to talk about why they're contracting with outside agencies to provide
Do that.
services for our
Clear that building.
Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Well, quite frankly, yes. It is an additional expense, but the residents
Do that.
expect a certain level of services. We simply do not have the capacity
That.
to provide them within the city.
Sounds like we're the ones who will end up paying for it.
And then let the rest of that grow in.
I expect the residents would be more distressed if key services became unavailable.
And I think what we're going to do
Quality of life is very important to them.
But so
is urban promenades.
back after this.
Do that. Now, high density. I'm looking for Badoo. Which ones are they? Medium density. I'm looking for those little. I don't have a police station. Or a fire station. I forgot to put that back in. So police. Come here. Will that fit back in there? No, it doesn't. Snap to road. Let's put the police station there. Community. Do that. Place that there. Kind of makes it look like it's an extension of the police station. And then what I need is a little EE 2x2. What was that? 4x3. Picker. You can do 1, 2, 3. We are going to plop some stuff. We are going to and I think what we're going to do then as well is, what building is medium density? Lock that. I don't want that to get any taller than what it is. We got the UK medium petrol station. I bet you my unemployment's 46. We need to get jobs. So let's come in here. Zone up that. High density offices, that's level 10. That's gone. Let's come out here. Let's expand this a little bit. It's a little bit of everything today, like, at this point. Bring that out like that. I'm gonna shut Anarchy off. Milestone 6. Ooh. Seven Hills Residence. Ooh, that's gonna look good in downtown. I actually think this is what we're going to do. We're just going to do that. We're just going to mass zone it. We're going to let the production decide what the production is doing. Alright, now, let's get in here to internet. 3.1 miles. If I do that, that's actually really good. Does it happen to cover out to my farm fields? Yeah, kind of does. It fits, it sits. Right along the main drag. Alright. What do we have here? Unreliable mail service and high taxes. Which, that will be dealt with too. Post sorting. So we need a post office. That's not a bad looking little post office. That's the original one. So 50,000, 10 vans. Almost like this one. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to come up to the city center. Where can we get this thing in at? To make it look place that there. And now what we're going to do is get a mailbox on that corner, get a mailbox on that corner, get a mailbox on that corner. There. Put a mailbox there. Anarchy. Put a mailbox there. I think what we'll do is we'll put a mailbox there. Should just about cover it. That is full. We might as well just fully upgrade it then at this point. That's that. We got the large petrol station. High school, we're good. What do we have on there already? Oh, the mindfulness room. Alright, so now we need to come here. Anarchy. Do that. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. That's working pretty good. That intersection's done. We've added some population, not much. Ooh, wait a minute. do that. Let's do that. I think what we'll do is this area will become, split it there. That there. Then we're gonna go that there. That's 6, that's 5. So we'll do 5 and 5. And then what we'll do is this. Some UK housing in there. Fill out this area. Summit is the main drag. I don't really want much on there. How are my tram lines doing? I don't know what we've been live for. 2 hours. 434. I mean, there's definitely people waiting. 6 on that one, 9 on that one. Alright, let's do some decorating. And filling in. We got more office demand. We'll do that. Kill that office demand off. Some commercial there. I think maybe we'll run the commercial there too. And then what we can do, I forgot I had these. Do that. Do that. Do that. Although I don't have any office or high density demand. If I did that. Nope. Change it to that. That's fine. Now the question is parks. Mini park. I'm gonna do that. Boom.
Let's see. Laura writes that she never really understood.
That mini park is there.
Glad you asked, Laura. It's quite easy.
I think what we'll
The
do
language of music theory
is we'll get an alley.
is a composition technique in which
Actually, let's go
two or more
parking.
melodies, lines complement one another, act independently.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know. Seems like everybody's in a hurry to get somewhere fast.
Alright, So if I do that, hold on. And that like that. Pause. Parking.
I'd rather wait till there's traffic
There.
before I start thinking about it. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get any.
Anarchy off.
A housing shortage driving up prices. Welcome.
You can get a medium parking lot there. And a medium there. Let's run this road like that. Now the question is, on, do that. Just grab, move it. I get this. There we go. There's a mini pup on that corner. Oh, that looks awesome. Actually, what we could do. Road builder. Parking. On this side. Markings. 90. So now what I need to do is pause, delete the road, draw it back in. There we go. Now I want to grab this. Boom. Done. Actually, if I bring this closer, you can get some trees up the middle. Birch. Line tool. .7. There we go. There we go. Some detailing there. And put you right on the corner. Let's play again. in downtown Ivy Peak, you gotta pay to park on the road, right? Yeah. So, all these people that are parking here are paying. We got demand again. Do that. I'm gonna go urban promenades. Do that. They're not that deep. Oh crap. I think what we'll do then is... Oh, you're a bastard. Well, now I'm changing you anyways. Delete. Oh, man. I might actually run that tram line. Up through here. So, we're going to finish downtown Ivy Peak. I'll probably end up doing that off stream. But essentially, I'm thinking... That's all going to be commercial. That's going to be that. 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 Pause. I think what we'll do is, you know what? Play. I'm not going to run a path up through there. I think what we'll do is a London Plain. That's Hickory. Hickory dickory dock. Get some big trees up in here. And then just call it that. Traffic's starting to back up. I mean, we are coming into rush hour. We'll watch it. We'll keep an eye out. Ooh, this is starting to back up again, too. So what we can do... Advanced split phasing. Allow turn on red. Save. And just see what this does again. This could just be also an influx of all just everybody moving in. Am I actually making money on parking? On roads? I'm making $27,000. Water and sewage. I mean, we're making money. I don't want to use any of those buildings. Maybe we can put the steakhouse down. Steakhouse, like, actually, that's a perfect fit and sit. Now run the alleyway through. Zone that up. Do that. Then what we can do, I'm hoping, is run that right down the middle. What is my unemployment at this point? 39.2. But why? Why is it so... Because there's no jobs. Oh, well, I mean, you would think me adding the little bit of stuff I'm adding. I mean, I guess that's it. A little bit. D-zone. All of that. Check my trim lines one more time. 853 a month. You know what we're gonna do? I think we're gonna put a taxi depot in. Where can I shove a taxi depot? That'll make it look... do that. And we'll just do that. Because then I could start actually making my own money. People will start doing taxis. I forget where the thing is for. Is it this? City policies. Taxi minimum fare. That's not too bad. You know, do I have trash? Wasn't I do I have trash service? This parking lot has 10 cars in it.
All right, folks. Another good
Garbage.
question. And this comes from Paulette, asking if Shakespeare's
Recycling
prose,
center.
music be the food of love,
songs
Who
out?
composed the Eine kleine Matrosin? The answer to that one is yes. The Shakespeare quote is
Is my
from
trash
the
being
late
taken care of?
16th century, while Eine kleine Matrosin was composed late in the 18th
No, no, it's not. So when I crashed, this building never came back.
The commercial district is booming as the area is
Okay,
attracting
so we're
more
gonna come through here.
schools, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now
That's gonna go
shop
there.
for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva latte, or so I like to. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks.
And onto our main feature street. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more.
I'm gonna take this back. We'll make it look good in the end. Place that. Soften. I'm back to losing $9,000 an hour. That's just trash? Jesus. I mean, I think that's all I'm going to do for an industrial right now. And on the episodes, we're going to start planning out something more. That underground water station, I might just do hydroelectric. We'll have to see. But our next episode that I'm going to actually record is going to be building out this. I'll show you. So we already own this square. I think I'm going to buy this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Actually, we'll do that now. And it's going to be building out a town of some sorts over here. Boosting our farming. Because I'm sure... I mean, production's kind of being met. Got a surplus of pretty much everything being made. So, yeah. But with that being said, let's also come in at tech station. Jump that up to 11. There we go. Can I bump commercial? Just temporarily. Eventually we'll start giving these guys tax breaks and everything like that. So, services. We're making money on transportation. I don't think I've ever made money on transportation. And now I'm losing money. Alright. There's that. Oh, traffic. Okay. I'm gonna settle this quickly before we go and... do advanced split phasing, clouds on red. Save. Yeah, traffic's backed up out there. I'm hoping this is just a rush. I mean, this is even, it's not too bad. Alright. And this, guys, is where we are going to end it today. And then thank you all for coming out and joining me. And we will see you next